I recently played the game Journey for the first time. If you have not tried it, it's a game with no dialogue, no combat, and it takes about 3 hours to beat. I loved it. Journey was a wonderful journey that I won't be forgetting anytime soon. I'm also not compelled to play it again. Similar short games like Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons or Transistor, I beat in a couple of hours and I still consider them some of my favorite games. Which got me thinking, are we expecting too much from MMOs such as WoW or Final Fantasy XIV? MMOs are sold kinda with the idea that there's endless hours of fun, which I think most of us would agree isn't the case. I've read plenty of comments about how people had a lot of fun in either game, but the content dried up. But isn't that always the case in any game? Wouldn't that sound weird if we used the same language for other games? Yeah, I really liked Super Mario, but after I beat the game a few times, the content really dried up. The point wasn't to be endless fun. The point was that it was fun. At the end of the day, I consider Battle for Azeroth to be a bad expansion because of the character power progression and the overarching story. But if I were to look at it in a similar way that I look at non-MMOs, I would say my first time playing through the zones were great fun. The raids, when they were fresh, I had a blast. The individual stories from each zone I thought were good. I actually really enjoyed the essence system on my first character. I just really hated it on my second or third. That's why the expectations we have for MMOs isn't reasonable. We have a great time in our first or second or third playthrough of content, and we expect to have the same experience the fourth, fifth, or 10th time. But we don't. We've already devoured that content, and playing it again will be unsatisfying. If I played through Journey again tonight, and then tomorrow, and the day after, of course I would get bored of it. That doesn't mean the game is bad. I think we just have unreasonable expectations. And I think people would be way more happy in their MMOs if they looked at it like any other game. Have your experience. Work toward your goals in game. Have your fun. And when that dries up, which it will, take a step back, play a different game or hobby for a little while, and when that new content patch goes live, enjoy it to the fullest without the resentment you would harbor otherwise.